stuff to hit on yet. Oh, my God. I got a Donovan McNabb topic. Then there's more disrespect for Hurts. It's at the top of the hour, but let me talk about the Bucs here, your week 3 opponent. And let's kind of rewind it again and reset it here. 2023 is going to be a bumpy ride for this team. And like I said to you, prior to the Gary Sheffield interview, here's the worst thing that could have happened to the Bucs. They win the division, right? What happens? You get a first place schedule. Right? So you're playing one of the best schedules in the league, and you were 8-9. That's not going to, especially when you're going through a transition. The Bucs are clearly in a rebuild. They got rid of a bunch of vets. I think Leonard Fournette was let loose with a bunch of other guys. They bring in and add Baker Mayfield. I believe this is his last chance. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the Buccaneers had 8 draft picks. Okay, no Tom Brady. Now let me ask you this. Was it worth bringing Brady in when you know you're in a complete nuclear meltdown right now in 2023 if you're in Tampa? Okay? Dude, was it worth it? Brady changed the face of the franchise, but it was only going to be for a short. If you were Jason Light and you're the Glazers, you had to know, right? Hey, JM, all 3 years Brady made the postseason. They win a Super Bowl. They win division titles. They win an NFC championship. Was it worth it in the short time to maybe take some bumps and bruises over the next 3 or 4 years? Do you learn to, if you're a fan, do you live with what happened? I think you do. I think I'm okay. I'm all right. Look, they had 3 great football years that will go down in Buck history as some of the greatest years in the history of the franchise. Super Bowl, division titles, 3 straight playoff years. And if I'm not mistaken, prior to that, they hadn't made the playoffs in 11 years. Okay, am I right? The Bucs hadn't made the playoffs in like 11 years. So you have to eat, and get this, them and the Saints are kind of in the same boat. Salary cap hell. They like paid a ton of money to make it and they pushed all their chips. Here's what's crazy. The Rams and the Bucs pushed all their chips in, and it worked. The Denver Broncos pushed their chips in, and so far it's not. Here's a Yale. Think about this. Russell Wilson tried to do the same thing that Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady did. And now Aaron Rodgers is trying to do it. Those 2 franchises had success, and now they got a lot of pain coming. The Broncos, I think if you're going to have success and do this, you got to get the rewards quick. Because with an aging quarterback, you're not going to get it on the backside. Okay? Quan, it's your week 3 opponent, jackass. I'm sick of this guy. Dude, I'm looking at the Eagles' schedule. As usual, man, you're probably late to your own wife's pregnancy. It's okay. Okay. So anyway, during Cap Hell, I'm kidding, Quan. You're good, dog. 4th of July weekend. Nobody gets shit on here today except a few, and you ain't one. Russell has his legacy on the line. He needs to turn it around. Hey, would we say this about Russell Wilson? If Russell Wilson has a blowout in doesn't have a blowout in, if he has a blowout in Denver, it could stop him from going to the Hall of Fame? I think if that thing blows up on him and he doesn't go to the Hall and he doesn't have good seasons, okay, Yeah, Twits, that's great. Don't do that to me, man. Come on. Get my heart going. It's not good. It's not good, my friend. It's not good. Dude, I'll tell you what, Russell Wilson doesn't turn that thing around in Denver, man. People are going to look at this when it comes, hey, you didn't do what Brady did. How special were you? I think he's a Hall of Famer as of today. Okay? I'd put $1,000 on it. Keep it Sills on his A game. Quan, you're a jerk. I still think they got a solid defense. I think that's going to be probably by week 3 still something for the Eagles to have to contend with. I do. I think that's something you're going to still have to contend with. Bucs are a pretty good unit when healthy. They got good corners. They got great linebackers. Villaveda's in the middle in there. Okay? I think that could be an issue right there. That could be an issue. So, in that division, Kristen Wolf thinks that they're 12-5. I do not think they're a 12-5 team because the quarterback position with Kyle Trask and with Baker Mayfield. I see the Bucs maybe a 6-win team because the division's so shitty. I see 6 wins. I mean, right, Trask and Mayfield. Get this, though. Hey, Niner. What's crazy about the Bucs quarterback room? It's still better than anything you got in San Francisco. The Buccaneer quarterback room is better than what you got in San Francisco. Yeah, no, Worth said that he thinks it's a 12-win team. I think it's a 6-win team. But because the NFC, you just don't know. Yeah, you got the greatness of Sam Darnold, no play Trey, and chicken wing turdy. I don't know, man. I mean, dude, Buccaneers got a better quarterback room. So all in all, for your week 3 opponent, I think the Bucs are going to be okay. I don't think they're going to be completely horrible. It's transition. Todd Bowles probably won't survive. They're just going through a lot right now because they put in a lot to win those Super Bowls or to win that Super Bowl and win those division titles. So, Niner, damn, the Bucs. Hey, Niner, the Bucs have a better quarterback room. Okay? Quarterback room than you do. They'll probably win the division. No, I still think the Saints are going to win that division. Okay? It's 96 in Sarasota. Woof. Hey, no. James, you're missing it. Don't tell them it's 96 in Sarasota. Tell them what the humidity is. James, it's not the temperature in Florida. It's the humidity. Dude, training camp is going to start in like 27 days or some shit like that, right? Okay? That's a lie. No, it's the truth. No, it's the truth. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Wait till you guys hear this topic at the top of the hour. Real quick, let me throw this at you here. Okay? So, this gambling thing, players are getting suspended at a massive rate here. Here, let me ask you this. Remember Damar Hamlin? Almost died on the field. Actually died 3 times. Had to resuscitate him, right? Plays the game. Potentially CTE candidate down the line. And he can't bet $100 on his team to win and beat the Bengals. But he can put his life on the line. Really? Because why? Integrity of the game. So let me ask you that again. So if Damar Hamlin felt like betting and JM goes, not this gambling crap. I'm sorry, it is crap. You're right. It's a stupid topic. You're right. Why is the NFL making a big deal of it every day then? What are you talking about? JM, every day, the NFL has conversation and stories on gambling and players being suspended. You're right. It's shit. It's crap. It's dumb. I don't give a shit if a guy bets $100 on him winning a game. What is that? Do you honestly believe that these players should be treated like children, that they don't know the difference between right and wrong? How insulting. To assume that a player would fix a game is insulting. Once again, you look at players and you look at what they do and you think they're inferior to you and you think you're smarter than them because you think athletes are dumb and don't know better. Who gives you that autonomy to think that you're smarter than me? If a guy gambles on the game, arrest him, prosecute him, charge him. How does that affect other guys who want to just be part of what Supreme Court said that is legal? You're calling all of us dumb. You're stereotyping. I thought some of you in here were big anti-stereotyping people. So athletes, in your opinion, don't know the difference between right and wrong? What makes you any different? I'd like to put that same kind of mentality that you have and you put on players, on you. Do you show up drunk when you're writing a column sometimes? Do you write a column drunk? Have you ever done anything that was inappropriate sexually? Well, you get to ask us those questions. I'd like to know the people that are covering us. Or how about that dirtbag owner in Indianapolis? Open pill bottles, prescription cards, $35,000 in his passenger seat. I don't know. If that was a player, he'd have been suspended for a year. And one more time about that. So I get to kick the shit out of my wife and get 4 games. But if I bet on a national lacrosse game, $100, I'm suspended for the year? And then you assume because, well, you may throw games. Listen to the egomaniac media guys like Colin Cowherd. Oh, you can't gamble. Why? Why? Integrity? We talked about integrity. When you have Deshaun Watson in your league, you've lost all autonomy with integrity. When you put Adrian Peterson back on a field after he beats his kid to a bloody pulp, you lose integrity. You do not have the latitude to use the word integrity or protecting the shield. Kaepernick ever get a job? Or did you just bullshit people and run his career light out? They ran his pilot light out. You understand that, right? Kept it going, kept the story going, and they ran his pilot light on. And we're never going to put him on a team. Never. Yeah, we believe in social justice. Did they ever give him a job? No. No, I would always question, did he ever want one? Okay? I would always question, did he really want one? Because he makes a ton of money in the race, okay, in the race business. So he makes a ton of money now. He makes a killing right now being a martyr. There's nothing wrong with that. Because the league is the one that, they're the one that stoked the fire in this. So you want to stoke the fire? He should benefit. I've never had a problem with that. I mean, they started it. And so he should benefit from it. But, I mean, the whole football thing between the both of them, I don't think any one of them wanted a job. Okay? Yeah, he makes more money being an activist than he ever would being a quarterback in the NFL today. Okay? I mean, and they ran his pilot light out, like I said. Never going to give that guy a job. They were just going to tell you what you wanted to hear, like I tell you all the time. Always look at the league's actions, not what the league says, because what the league tells you is not true 90% of the time. They will never tell you the truth. Okay? They'll always let you know. They'll always tell you what you need to hear. Or no, what will make you feel better about yourselves. Because that's what conservative owners do. Just tell them. Just keep telling them. Okay? They just keep faking it. James goes, Cap was blackballed. So? That's how the league looked at it. James, so? He was blackballed, and yet they still used him. Dumb topic. Okay? But they are worried about the integrity of the league with gambling. All right, let's move on because I'm sick of it too, and I agree with you, Quan. Stupid. Hour number 2. Hey, I got a McNabb topic. And disrespect for Jalen Hurts. It continues. It's big. Okay? Thought Sheffield was awesome. Appreciate him coming aboard. Love that he loves Bryce Harper. Hour number 2. Hit the like button. Keep it here on the National Football Show.